Well, welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. We have a great show for you today. This is Wednesday, the 22nd of March in 2017. My name is Pete Connor. I am the show's host, and I am going to be with Holly Sobrak from West Brack Marketing here in just a little bit. And then we'll be going on location to Curly Girls Candy, where we'll see Paula Trenda and listen to what she has to say about her business. And as a reminder, we would appreciate your input as to what you'd like to see on Owatonna Today. If you know of a person who is in need of some recognition, or if you know of an event that would need some advertising, please get a hold of us at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by calling Leanne Alt, the show's producer, at 390-5751. And now we're going to take a quick break for some messages from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with Holly. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
If clothing catches fire, stop, drop, and roll. If your clothes catch on fire, do not panic and run. This only fans the fire. Stop where you are, drop to the ground, and roll over and over to smother the flames. Cover your face with your hands to protect your eyes and your throat and lungs from the burns. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Did you know there are families in Still County that go to bed hungry every night? This is Nancy Ness from the Still County Food Shelf, reminding you that March is Minnesota Food Share Campaign Month. In January alone, we provided food to more than 600 Still County households, and the need continues to grow. This March, our goal is to raise $100,000. Please help us keep our shelves stocked with nutritious food by donating money or food items to the Still County Food Shelf. No one in Still County should have to go to bed hungry. Thank you for your generous support of the Still County Food Shelf.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And with me now is Holly Sobrak from West Brack. Doggone, I'm going to keep saying that through the whole show. It's West Brack Marketing. And Holly, excuse me. And
that's totally fine. That's
welcome
fine.
to the show.
Thank you.
You're going to do most of the talking anyway, so I guess we'll get through all of this. But it's good to have you.
Thank you.
It's your first time here, and I guess it's the first time I've ever heard of West Brack communicate or marketing, and so we're going to learn all about that.
Sounds great.
First thing, tell us about how this all happened. You've got some background, I suspect, and where did that all come from?
I do. I actually started my company. Part of the name that you have is it's West Brack Marketing, and my maiden name is Westerkamp. My married name is Sobrak. I'm married to a local Owatonna guy, Randy Sobrak. Sure. And so when I started my company, I had started it shortly after my mom passed away, and I wanted it to mean something. Yes. So he was the one who encouraged me to actually start, and I have years of marketing and advertising experience. I used to be, actually years ago, when we first lived in Owatonna, or I lived here, I was the ad director for the Owatonna People's Press, but then I left and we moved the family to Sleepy Eye, where I worked for a promotional products company in the marketing department and copywriting and marketing, and then moved back to the area, and so we could raise our family in Owatonna and this area. And then from there, it just kind of grew and started working with small businesses and helping them grow online. So I work mainly with social media, website design, online marketing. So.
Well, it's I guess no surprise, that in order to get into, your own business as an entrepreneur, there's got to be a foundation.
Yes.
And it sounds as if you've got a pretty solid foundation with your former experiences.
Yeah, it all kind of accumulated to where I am now. So I actually have experience in design and layout, and I'm award-winning in that. I have experience with website design and social media, and then, of course, just the advertising and marketing portion of it. So now I'm able to not only go to businesses and help them grow, but actually give them proof-based examples of how we can do that and how I've helped other businesses grow. So that really allows them to focus on their business and not have to worry about all the marketing.
Yeah. I have to ask the question of going back to probably your early days, certainly my early days when I started my business, it was pretty much paper.
Yes.
I mean, it was brochures, it was pamphlets and things of that nature.
Yep.
How much of your business is dealing with paper marketing?
Almost all of what I do is online and digital. However, I do work with businesses on their overall budget. So we'll sit down, and in fact, January is probably my busiest month because I create 12-month campaigns for a lot of my customers. And we'll sit down and decide, like, how much did you spend in print last year? What were the results? How much did you do in direct mail? How much did you do in marketing? And we really look at where is the audience they want to hit. So if you have a customer and you want to reach the 20-something market and you want to reach all females, there are different areas you can be in to reach that market versus if you want to reach an older market and maybe the senior citizen group. And so I'll advise people on where they can best spend their dollars, and then we monitor that return on investment.
So you're really talking about data analysis in a big way, aren't you?
We do that. You can now see with Google Analytics on websites and even your social media, who you're targeting, where you're targeting. In fact, a good example that I like to share is I work with a realtor who had a lake home in another city, and we were able to do a paid ad online, reach a 50-mile radius of that home, only people who earn $300,000 and more. And we also dropped an ad into northern Iowa so we could get people who think of Minnesota as up north. And she sold the lake home. So that's just one example of how we can really hone in on what they need.
Yeah. Now I have to ask, are you kind of blind, or is there can I walk into a door someplace in a building and come to your office, or are you a home-based business?
Yeah, I actually have an office. The front part of our house is set up as an office. Okay. So I do have some clients come there, but basically I go to see my customers. I think it's good for me to see them and get a feel for their business and what their business needs are. Okay. However, I do remote for a variety of businesses. I have some customers in Iowa that I work with. I go as far over as Sleepy Eye, up to Cannon Falls, down to Austin Albert Lee. So, and I've traveled as far as Sioux Falls. Sure. So I kind of go all over, but a lot of it is virtual. I've even built a website for a guy in Vegas.
Wow.
So,
Is it okay for our viewers to know where your office is in case they do want to stop in? Is that a possibility?
Actually, I prefer to make appointments. You can go on my website. It's westbreckmarketing.com. Right. And so, because I do have a family and it is part of our, but yes, you can go online and contact me anytime. Of course, with smartphones now, I have it with me. I have my mobile office with me at all times. That is a perk of my position, actually, is I can actually go on vacation, and many of my clients don't even know, but I'm constantly working. So I guess it's a perk and a drawback, certainly. But so I'm always working.
And how many years you've been in business?
I'm in my 5th year of business as Westbrook Marketing. Yep.
In those 5 years, what would you say would be maybe the top 2 jobs that you had, clients that you serviced that really, just as far as you're concerned, it was just wow. It was just the punch that really.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the my most favorite stories is I work with the Hat Chick downtown Owatonna, and when I first met her, she was just starting out. She's a savvy businesswoman, really, really good at what she does. And what we worked together on building her business, and she now has a retail store downtown. She's doing a great job, and it's her and her business, but I'm able to come in and say, here's an idea, or here's what we're thinking. Really love that relationship, and actually we've become friends as a part of it, but I love helping others grow. And then another business I have, actually, we work together. He does rentals, and he said, there's no way this will work, and we worked on it, and within a week he's like, I get it now. It works. And he's still a client today.
Oh, wonderful. So you're talking a lot of social media, a lot of electronic stuff, online stuff, but and I'm certain people will do the Google. I mean, everybody does, I guess, who has a computer. How much networking is a draw for you? You obviously.
You mean like face-to-face networking?
Well,
or?
yeah. I mean, you talked about the Hat Chick business downtown. Obviously, the owner is going to talk with.
Oh, sure.
People. Yeah.
I get a lot of referrals. I'm very blessed that way to have people refer me consistently. But I also do my own marketing for my own company.
Yeah.
I work in social media groups online. I actually follow and pay to be part of a nationwide, actually a worldwide social media group. So there's all kinds of people out there that I network with, and we learn from each other. I keep up on the latest technology that way. So yeah, I really do. I'm chamber member here in Owatonna, but really overall, I do a variety of networking, both online and in person.
Great. You used a couple of words earlier, and you said award-winning.
Yes.
Yeah, you're an award winner. What was the award? What are the awards? Yeah.
I actually, just for my design capabilities, I used to do some advertising design, and I have won some awards for that.
Sure.
But lately, yeah, I haven't really had time to submit for any online awards.
Yeah, but that builds confidence. It builds a reputation.
Sure.
If someone thinks that, I mean, well, we better check in, see what she does. Excuse me. So, social media, Facebook and all the rest of them, and we're just bombarded with those kinds of things. How successful can a company, a small company, be without working through social media, do you think?
I think it varies. I see a lot of startups start out and they're still somewhat successful, because they might just have, when you're starting out, you may not want a ton of customers right away. You're getting your feet on the ground. But as they grow, I think that's where you can really use social media to push new customers, share your success stories, and stand out from others.
Okay. So Facebook, as an example, maybe the most prominent, Twitter, I guess, today seems to be pretty prominent.
Right.
For some reason. But Facebook, there's so much there. How can you tailor, if it were for me, a Facebook page that would keep me away from some of the things that are controversial and and all that, because that makes more sense to me.
Right. Well, on Facebook you can create a business page. So that's where you really separate from your personal account and you don't share your political opinions on that. And the Facebook business page truly is about your business. It talks about what you do, what you can do for people, share your success stories, videos, everything. So that is really what you use to grow your business. And it is separate. And that's a question I get a lot from people is, how do I don't want my friends to see my business, or I don't want to preach to my family. And it truly is separate.
Sure.
So that's how you grow your business on Facebook.
I know that those, I used to be on Facebook, not now. But anyway, when I was on, it was free. I didn't have to pay anything.
Sure.
Does the business page have to be, is there a cost to that?
The business page is completely free to set up. However, I always recommend to people that, at some point, if you really want to grow, you can do paid ads on Facebook, and that will help get you in front of the audience that you want.
All right.
They have all kinds of data on people.
That's wonderful. Well, listen, we got to push the pause button.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
On this one. And the reason is because we're going to have to go in, but 10 minutes. Again, I say this too often. We should have you back. We have to have you back,
well,
so we can learn more about what it is that people can, and not so much just for you, but also what marketing can do for people. So,
thank you so much.
Thanks for having
me.
Yeah, being here. I mean, it was wonderful, and thank you as well for being here today. And we're now going to take a break to listen to some sponsor messages. So please stay with us.
Welcome to Bremer Bank. I am Jason Iberg.
And I'm Shannon Pedersen.
Bremer is a full financial services bank.
We invite you to stop by Bremer Bank and experience the Bremer difference.
You are always welcome at Bremer.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today. Since 1988, the Owatonna Area Business Development Center has been the part of the success of many area businesses. The center leases office space and manufacturing space and offers on-site business consulting. The Owatonna Area Business Development Center is in business to help your business be a success.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson, the owner of Anytime Fitness, where we make getting healthy affordable and convenient. Anytime Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead and Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We are on location at the new location of Curly Girls Candy, and we are here today with owner Paula Trenda. Hello, Paula. Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, Leanne. Great to see you.
Yeah, and the reason why I say welcome back is we've actually done several shows with you over the years.
We have.
When we first got started, when you first got started, actually. And so let's just remind our viewers, how did you get started in the candy business?
Well, I started back in 2005 with a class to become a certified chocolatier while I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. That kind of spiraled into, oh, that's great, you should make me some and sell me some, or I need a Christmas gift, or I have a wedding. And so we just started doing it kind of for fun. Okay. By 2011, we were doing it part-time. I was renting a kitchen space up at St. Mary's for a while. That came to a point where I couldn't do much in the summer because of the lack of air conditioning. It gets a little warm there. And some changes to their insurance that they wanted to stop renting the kitchen. And so we decided I either needed to quit my job or quit making candy as much as I was. So we decided to quit my job, and we opened our first location out at the Medford Outlet Center, which did close here at the end of February, so that we could open here at 121 West Main Street, right in beautiful downtown Owatonna.
Yay, and you're actually in the old Penny Visna optometrist building.
Yes, yep.
Right.
The former Family Vision. Terry Evans and Associates Tax Services are here as well. And then we're right kitty corner from the Central Park and just a couple doors down from the fire station.
Okay. And your hours that you are open?
We are open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10:30 to 1 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or I'm sorry, 10:30 to 5 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. 10:30 to 7 on Thursdays, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. They may change a little bit in the summer on Saturdays with the farmers market, but we haven't decided yet.
Okay, all right. Well, let's take a look at what you have here in the case here, and tell us what some of your signature candy creations are.
So since we've only been open in our new location for a week now, we're a little bit light on some of our offerings for our flavors of truffles, but they do change seasonally. We have our turtles, our sea salt caramels, which are always popular and have won some awards. We use local wines in liquors in a lot of our different truffles, like our dark chocolate ale for St. Patrick's Day. That's got Guinness beer, which isn't local beer, but hey, it's beer. We have our Butterworth. We've got our raspberry. We do a red wine truffle with Cannon Valley's winery. We do some wines out of Indian Island, and a lot of other fun different things. We make fudge. We of course have our salted nut rolls, which everybody loves. We do our toffee, our butter caramels, and now we have our new sugar-free line of chocolates and candies.
Okay, so that's a rather interesting story for you, and probably one of the reasons why you needed a larger space. Tell us how that all came about and how it's going.
So the sugar-free came about a few years ago. We were trying to reduce some of the sugar in our household. A lot of family members and friends are diabetic, or we're following low-carb diets, or through illness and cancer we're told, you know, you should avoid as much sugar as possible. So I thought I should be able to make a better tasting sugar-free candy that doesn't have chemicals in it, which is what we did. So we've come up with our own sweetener blend, or I've come up with my own sweetener blend, that takes a variety of the different natural high-fiber plant-based sweeteners like xylitol and erythritol, inulin. So they all come from things like tapioca plants and chicory root blend those together, and then we created a caramel was the first thing. So once I perfected the caramel, I knew, well, I can change the flavor of the caramel. We can change some other things, and found a woman in New Jersey who makes a stevia sweetened chocolate, both dark and milk chocolate, although we have started with the dark first because it's a little easier to work with, and have done a sea salt, vanilla, and chocolate caramel. We do pecan clusters with the vanilla caramel, raw pecans, and the dark chocolate, and then we do a coconut macadamia bite, which is a coconut milk caramel with raw coconut and raw macadamias along with the dark chocolate again. So we took those 4-piece boxes of the coconut macadamia bites and partnered with a organization called Keto Crate out of New York, and they're a box subscription service. So every month you pay a fee, you get a box with 6 to 8 different snacks in it. So February 2017 had our coconut macadamia bites in it, and rave reviews. So we've been so busy with the sugar-free, we can't keep up.
Oh, that is.
So it's a nice feeling.
It is. And then to partner with this other company in particular, who in essence is kind of helping get your name out there too as they put out their particular products. That's really an amazing partnership.
It is. It worked. It got our products in front of the people that were one of our target demographics for it. The other would be certainly diabetics or just people looking to get a little less sugar, have a little less sugar in their diet. But if you're following a keto or low carb, high fat diet, you want things that have less than 2 or 3 carbs per serving so that you can have. And if you're missing your sweet treat now and then, you know, what better way than a caramel or a nice chocolate covered treat to have. So we've got some other things coming down the pike, but people that have been to our website that follow the Keto Crate really wish our salted nut rolls were sugar free.
Oh.
So we'll work on that this summer.
That one this summer.
We will work on that.
Very good. Where do you get your ideas for your different flavors for both your candies and then your sugar free? I mean, what you were telling me about what goes into a lot of your truffles. Amazing ideas.
Well, a lot of it is reading some of the gourmet food trends that are happening throughout the world. Some of it is going to different food shows or some of the other local producers I know when I taste some of their fun jellies and jams and some of their simple syrups and things that they make. That's part of it. I'm like, oh, this would be really good as a truffle, or this would be really good as a caramel. Some of it's just what I like. If it's, I love coconut and macadamia, so to put that in a caramel and cover it in chocolate, what's not to love? So some of it's just what I like.
I agree. All right. Let's take a quick tour of your facility here. Let's go back and take a look at your kitchen area.
Sounds great.
Paula, I am really impressed with your kitchen area here. I remember the size of your kitchen area out at the Medford Outlet Mall. How much have you upsized your candy creation area?
So our kitchen now is more than double the size of what we had out there. We've increased primarily storage, work area, which has been a big need. It has been a little tough to get used to. I've rearranged a couple times now to figure out what's the most efficient. I'm taking more steps, which probably isn't a bad thing.
Wear that Fitbit, girl. Okay, well, just wow. Very nice, clean, open, airy space for you to make all.
And it's nice, you know, if we're working in the kitchen and you're walking in the door, we have a beautiful glass door. You can see what we're doing back here.
That's always fun.
You might see a mess. That might see chocolate all over the floor. But you know, that happens.
So you have increased your online business quite a bit, which means you're shipping quite a bit. Let's go take a look at your shipping area.
Sounds good.
Paula, you have yourself a very nice shipping area here, and I see that you have a number of orders that you're getting ready to ship out. Where do you ship to?
We are shipping nationwide. So in this particular batch, we've got things going to Washington and Oregon and Wisconsin and up to the Twin Cities and down to Florida and Texas, Arizona. 2 days ago, we shipped a number of things overseas to some APO and some service folks. So we're getting things everywhere.
Wow. You've done so very well, and I know I've asked you this question before. Did you ever think when you started this business, even just part-time, that you would be where you are today?
Well, I really started it part-time just for fun. I guess I didn't really anticipate at that point opening a candy store. When we first started, I just thought, oh, I'm going to have this cute little mom and pop candy store, and we're going to make candy, and I'm going to have fun, and kids are going to be happy when they come here. I didn't anticipate the astronomical growth in our online business, as well as the sugar-free line, and now our wholesale side.
Wow, great, amazing success story. And you've worked very, very hard at it too.
Yes, we work a lot.
What advice would you give to someone, to an entrepreneur or someone who's thinking about maybe starting a business, a retail business or a service type business?
I would say make sure you can know your target markets. Make sure you know that there's a need or a demand for what you're doing. Know your numbers, know your pricing. Make sure you have a lot of support of your family, of your friends, your community, because you will be working a lot of hours. You might think, oh, I'm going to own my own business and I'm going to work 10 hours a week. And in some businesses that might be the case. But in most businesses, that's not the case. I thought I would be working much fewer hours than we are, but here we are.
And here you are, and it looks like you're enjoying just about every single minute of it.
It is. It's fun. It's great.
Yes. And you've gotten your family involved too, because your kids come and help out.
Yep. The kids come down a lot of times after school. Yesterday they were super excited because they got to package pecan clusters all afternoon after school.
All right. So we're about out of time. So give us again your location and your hours of operation.
Yeah, we are now at 121 West Main Street in downtown Owatonna. We are open Tuesdays through Saturdays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10:30 until 5, and then Thursdays 10:30 to 7, and Saturdays 9 to 1.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we wish you continued success, Paula. Thank you so much for bringing us into your kitchen, so to speak.
Thanks, Leanne.
And please stay with us. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Cedar Valley Services, located at the corner of Rose and Grove in Owatonna, provides an array of services for people with disabilities in Steele County. CVS thanks the entire community, especially our business customers, for supporting us in Owatonna for 43 years. Thank you from CVS.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. It's now time for some community announcements. The Crisis Resource Center's 16th annual Healing the Hearts of Our Children luncheon on March 28th will be at the Owatonna Country Club, and you're invited to come to that. We also have the Steele County Historical Society will host the Gopher State Archaeological Society Artifact Show Saturday, March 25th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This event is free and open to the public and offers an opportunity to see many of the region's largest and most complete private collections featuring artifacts personally found from Steele County and from around the state. Displays will cover all the time periods and a wide range of items from arrowheads to Native American beadwork. The Steele County Free Fair is seeking public input on the selection of a grandstand show for the 2017 fair. Choices for this year include an IMP autocross, big air show, ATVs and quads, or a second demolition derby. Visit the fair Facebook page and send in your response by the 31st of March. If you're not on Facebook, you can stop by the fair office or mail your response to Box 650 in Owatonna 55060, and that'll take care of it for today. I invite you to come back on Friday, when we will have Deb Gillard and Lee Vella with us. Please come back, and thanks for being with us today.